Welcome people, welcome. What's up everybody? So today we'll be playing Action Tower Defense and we'll be going over a few tips and tricks and a few more information on what tower to get and what tower you should summon with your gems and what tower you should get as your 6-star. So let's get into it. Alright people, so the first tower that we have here on the chopping block is the Surface to Here Missile Tower. Now this is a good tower because when it is maxed out it does double damage to flying monsters. So you do double damage to the flying monsters, but this tower, do not summon for this tower in this summons. Do not waste your gems on this tower. We will get into why you should not be wasting your gem on these towers. So next tower on the block is the electromagnet gun. This tower is a must. You must have this tower. This tower is one of the best tower in the game. Well, the best tower in damage wise. So it has the most damage in the game. Reason being, this tower max upgrade is at level 55. Yep, level 55. Next tower is a Tesla tower. You have to summon for this tower. This tower is a must. Tesla tower will help you so much. Okay. Next tower is the machine gun. Do not, I repeat, do not summon for the machine gun. The machine gun is trash, basically, and you don't want to be wasting your gems on this tower because you can evolve a purple tower to a 5-star tower. Okay, so the next tower on our block is Base Station. So Base Station is a iffy tower. Reason being, this is a late game tower. You may want to summon for this tower, but it's not a must for summoning for this tower, but you may summon for this tower. Okay, so then moving on, next tower is the Mega Cannon. This tower is on par with a 6-star tower. It does double damage to boss. It has 2 damage to the boss, so it's really good. It's a really good tower, but it's very expensive to level up, but it's a good tower. Okay, so the radar. Yes, you should be summoning for the radar. The radar tower is a good support tower. Why? This tower buff your damage of all surrounding tower. Next tower is the mine tower. The mine tower is terrible. Do not summon for this tower. This tower is so terrible. You should not be summoning for this tower. Plus you can evolve a 4-star tower to the 5-star mine tower, so do not waste your gem and summon for this tower. Okay, so our next tower is the mortar. Do not summon for mortar. Please do not waste your gems and summon for mortar. Mortar tower is not necessarily a good tower, but you can evolve a 4-star tower into the 5-star mortar, so do not waste the gems. So V3 rocket. So you can summon for the V3 rocket. Not much help in some stages. Mainly just going to be using this tower for a few stages and that's it. You can summon for this tower, but it's a bit iffy. So I suggest saving your gems for other good towers. So next tower is gun tower. This tower is terrible. It's terrible. It's one of the newest tower in the game, but it is terrible. It's a terrible 5-star. Don't waste your time getting this tower. Trust me, don't waste your time. You will not be using this tower anywhere. Even 4-star tower are better than this tower, so I wouldn't recommend summoning for this tower. Okay, the Sentry tower. This is a defense tower. So this tower is a good tower. Do not recommend you summon for this tower. I recommend you evolve the 4-star tower to to get the sentry tower, because wasting a gem getting this and you can evolve other towers would be a waste of gems. So don't waste your gems getting the sentry tower, evolve the 4-star towers. So Snow Machine. Yes, Snow Machine is a good tower, a good 5-star tower. It helps you in certain stages where this tower slowed down the enemies. When it's max, it slowed down the enemies. And the enemies, they ignore this tower. They do not attack this tower, they ignore the Snow Machine towers. So they ignore towers, they will attack any other tower but not the Snow Machine towers. Okay, so the guided missile. Yes, summon for a guided missile. This tower cannot be evolved from a 4-star, so I recommend summon for the guided missile tower.
Helicopter, helicopter!
So, should you summon for the helicopter? No, do not summon for a helicopter. You can evolve this tower from a 4-star tower. Okay, so it's not really a good tower either way. The jet is better than this tower, so I recommend wasting your resources on this. I recommend summon, if you see the jet tower, I recommend summon for the jet tower, not this. So RUSSO tank is a YouTuber tower. It's from a YouTuber, RUSSO YouTuber. I'm not sure if you do any YouTube video anymore, but I will be dropping the code in the description to get this tower. But on the 4-star towers, this is a support 4-star tower, the lightning rod. It evolved into the base station. In order to get the hammers that you need to evolve the Asian pyramid, and this map is hard. If you don't have one 6-star tower, this map will destroy your towers. It's literally hard. You'll be fighting 2, not 1, but 2 mummy boss, and those boss literally melt towers. So recommend, if you see the base station, I recommend summoning for it, because you will not be beating that stage without getting help from someone that is high level or have a 6-star tower. Okay, so moving on, is next tower is Stonewall. So Stonewall, the reason why I say don't summon for a sentry tower, because Stonewall evolved into sentry towers. Alright, so you need 3 Stonewall, and then you can evolve that into the sentry towers, which you need the quick fix, and you get the quick fix map 2. So you get this on the map 2, you get quick fix skill on map 2. I recommend not summoning for a sentry tower. The anti-here. So this tower evolve into the surface to air missile. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, do not summon for these 5-star towers, because they do have other towers that evolve into them. And the skill that you need is on the Lakeside Hills. Lakeside Hills, you find the skill you need to evolve that 4-star tower. Okay, so moving on. Cannon. The cannon for 4-star tower evolve into the mortar. You need the bomb skill to evolve the cannon to mortar. Bomb skill. The bomb skill is on Death Valley. That skill is on Death Valley. Recommend you do stage 6, because you will 100% get. You have to get a skill. So I recommend doing it on stage 6 if you can. If not, you can have someone help you. Sniper Tower. Sniper Tower is a good 4-star tower for beginners. So if you're on, say for example, you're on stage Haunted Swamp. Haunted Swamp is hard because you cannot place any tower, any big tower that take up more than 1 block on that map, because it's a small map with small spot to place your towers. So towers like long range towers like the sniper tower will do great on this map. Like sniper towers, if you don't have 5-star towers and you have sniper towers, you do great with that tower. So recommend to, if you see this tower, don't actually try summon for it, but if it's there with a other good 5-star, I recommend summon and you may have this drop on you. Okay, so other tower is huge cannon. It's a good tower. It has big damage, really big damage, and this tower evolved into the mega cannon. So if you see the huge cannon, you can definitely try to get for the huge cannon, or if you see the mega cannon, try summon for the mega cannon. They're both good towers. And the skill that you need is a really hard stage, the poison skill. It's on Spooky House. Spooky House is really hard. Definitely need 6-star tower. You cannot play Spooky House with 5-star towers. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot beat Spooky House with 5-star towers. You definitely need 6-star towers. Okay, so moving on, support tower farm. Definitely summon for farm, because farm give you wood to summon for farm. If you see farm, please get farm. Farm is a good tower to get. So next tower is grenade tower. Grenade tower is not a good tower. Don't even try to get grenade towers. If you get grenade tower, that's fine. You can use it to power up other towers because it does not evolve and it's not really that good. So next tower is barbed wire. Barbed wire is a bad tower, terrible tower. So don't really try to summon for this tower. It's really horrible. So the barbed wire will evolve into the mine tower. So the skill that you need is the oil skill. And where do you get that oil skill, you say? Haunted swamps. Haunted swamps, really hard. So my recommend is you have to bring long range towers to actually beat the stage. So if you have a lot of long range tower, I recommend bringing a long range tower to actually pass the stage. Okay, so moving on, the last 2 tower that you should summon for is shock lantern. Not really a good tower. What this tower does is attract enemies to it, and that's it. That's the only thing it does, attract enemies to it. It doesn't buff towers, doesn't do anything, it's just attract enemies. So this tower now is the Silver Lining. Silver Lining is a 4-star tower. I'm not sure why this tower is a 4-star. It should be a 5-star because this tower buff your damage plus it buff your range. It does 2 things, buff damage and buff range. I'm not sure why they put this as a 4-star. It should be a 5-star tower. It's really good. So if you see this tower, summon for this tower. The rest of these towers are just Firecracker evolved into the anti-here, and the Scarecrow evolved into the Lightning Rod, and the Spikes evolved into the Barbed Wire. Yes, evolved into Barbed Wire, and the Arch Turret evolved into the Bunker. I don't have Bunker. I'm doing this for them. The bunker. So bunker evolved into machine gun. So do not summon for machine gun. Okay, so wooden crow evolved into hot tier balloon. Hot tier balloon evolved into helicopter. And this is a catapult. Catapult evolved into cannon. Cannon evolved into mortar. And the last 2 is the barricade. Barricade evolved into stone wall. Stone wall evolved into sentry tower. So do not summon for those 5-star. So let me recap. 5-star towers that you should not be summoning for: do not summon for a surface to hear missile, do not summon for a machine gun, and do not summon for mine, do not summon for mortar, do not summon for a sentry tower, do not summon for a gun tower, and do not summon for a helicopter. If you can play the game without summoning for these towers, I recommend do not summon for these tower that you should be summoning for is number 1 tower is the electromagnetic gun. This tower is OP. It will help you in so many cases, but not on certain stage that require a lot of wood. Tesla Tower will definitely help you out. Summon for Tesla Tower. Base Station, I recommend you summon for a base station if you need a tower to help you heal other towers. Mega Cannon is a good boss damage tower, so recommend summon for this tower. Recommend summon for radar. V3 rocket launcher, you can summon for that tower. Snow machine, you can summon for a snow machine, and the guided missile, you can summon for a guided missile.